Okay, welcome guys to the YouTube channel. I thought I'd highlight this and make a YouTube of the game Savage Resurrection. I've pulled a random from the game and invited him to our TeamSpeak channel, so he's going to talk a little bit about where he's come from with the game and seen it go through its development. And so yeah, so if you want to introduce yourself, is it Kane Abel, is it? Kane?
Yep, Cain and Abel.
Kane and Abel, yep. So, what is the game, and then basically just share with us what you know of it so far from where it's come from.
Well, this is as far as I picked up from it, it's a real-time strategy first-person shooter, a really unique blend. It's pretty interesting to me, because, there's a depth of strategy and immersiveness amongst what you gotta do in the game. It doesn't feel like you're like in a like a straight line or straightforward
It's not
way
linear.
of doing something.
Yeah.
It's not linear. It's literally you got like a lot of stuff to do, and there's a lot of ways to get from point A to point B.
Right.
And
Would you?
I played the original Savage game from a long time ago. I actually forgot the name of it, but I know that the graphics weren't this good, and with like a guy like this, I don't remember having swords. It was just claws. But other than going into the sub layer here, this is still the same.
Yeah.
You got your choices here, which none of these choices are actually well, the weapon upgrades, they're not actually available to you at the start. The commander needs to
Yeah. Right.
upgrade them by making buildings where his location is over here.
And so the players can choose to ignore the orders, can't they? I mean, you can stand there all day giving orders, but they can choose not to do them if they want, right?
Yes, they do. It's not recommended, but yes, you do. I do believe you get bonuses if you follow the orders, though.
Yep.
So it's actually pretty it actually encourages you to follow the order.
Right.
Especially if you started the game, if you like started mid-game, or if you're pretty much like at the start of the playing this game. And oh, sorry, I'm in focus mode.
Yeah, it's alright. Just like, so you were saying before that the Beast guys didn't have weapons in this first iteration of the game?
Well, they had like melee weapons per se, but as far as I remember, the guns are pretty new.
Right.
I think they might have like a couple of weapons here and there, but they were more like magic electrical powers of shooting stuff out and whatnot.
Okay, so then they just went all out with guns in the end, just to even the score with the humans, I guess.
I guess, yeah. The guns are really like, like they're enchanted or they're fused with some,
Magical...
basic elemental properties and whatnot. Prior, like, in respects to what building it needs to upgrade the tech.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's literally like one of your average real-time strategy games, which you can play the commander and the unit. And thus the unit doesn't just stand there like playing rock'em sock'em robots with guns. There's actually timing and strategy with this too.
Right. And so they're like... It's like... Would you say it's like Command and Conquer and StarCraft and that sort of thing? Like, I mean, even with the gold and gem gathering, that reminds me of StarCraft. You know, there's a bunch of gems around. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it big time. Like, you got, even if the commander, which we sadly don't have anymore at the moment.
Yeah.
There is you gather the ores by. I'll show you later. There's an enemy right here. I'm gonna help kill him.
Yeah, I'm just focusing on these 3 beasts collecting resources on the gems now. So the players and the bots can collect the resources and build buildings together, right?
Oh, what was the question again?
The bots and the people, or the players, can actually join forces to collect resources and build in that as well, right?
Yes, you can. You can just go over to an ore and just attack it, and there's a at the bottom right side where it shows all your weapons that you have available.
Yeah.
It
shows you what
shows
how much you've got. Yeah.
How much you've got and how much you can carry.
Yeah.
It also there's an encouragement to try to be more proactive, because every single time like I'm in the middle of like building this gateway, which is gonna help me like teleport to a better location right away and get a better advantage over here, so that we can like zerg in.
Yeah. So
and start attacking and whatnot.
You get a build level, don't you? Like you level up in your building. So as you level up, you speed up, and your resource gathering gathers more, right?
Yes, that's more towards like.
Yeah.
That's more towards like how much level, how high of a level you're in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if you're in like a high level, you can get from 20. Like right now, I can only hold 25, but now I can go 50.
Yeah, when you.
Oh crap! I'm getting shot at.
2 and 3. Yeah.
Hey, it's all good.
Yeah. So, what do you think in terms of the stage that they're at now? Do you feel they need to add a few more things to it?
Well,
what would you like to see? And in terms of bugs and glitches and that, what do you reckon?
Well, as far as I know, bugs
Beasts
in.
have got the big boss out now. Oh, he just popped back in. Yeah, sorry, carry on.
As far as bugs are concerned, the only bug I can see is when I'm cycling through like guns and whatnot. I end up like randomly deciding to go forward automatically, and that messes with my strategic positioning.
Yeah.
Or the positioning I need to be in. I would like to be in, more or less. And other than that, as far as an additive that I would like to see, more bots, because like other than the worker bots that we usually have, you also have other troopers, like other scavengers that can come out and help you fight.
Yeah.
While you're going. And along with this, ooh, shaman.
Yeah.
Along with this, I believe there's like more or less. I do believe some things are a little overpowered. I believe they've already nerfed some stuff on the human side. I have no clue what exactly, but I heard that they did. And the beast side, well, the way they block between let's see.
The beasts to me seem to have won a lot of games I've played. Do you feel that they are a bit more OP than the humans?
Well, that's more basis of that can be a basis of skill, but there are some random unfair advantages.
Right.
In my opinion about it is that for instance the beasts are only able to jump away, while the humans are able to block. As far as I remember in the last game, if I'm not staying corrected, I could be staying corrected about this, but beasts were able to both block and jump at the same time, like skip.
Yeah.
Literally do like Alien versus Predator, Predator jump, start jumping everywhere, dashing everywhere to get somewhere quicker.
Yeah.
But there is a certain way of tactical combat between the two. Like, well, it does put into the thing between the humans and the beasts. The beasts are kind of like hit and run, and they got, like, for instance, they got like a skill that they've got a power up, or what is it? An item of sorts that will, well, yeah, item that has sacrifice. Which in the old game, it only classified a certain beast that's able to do that. It's either the scavenger. Well, there was a beast. The beast also had to also was able to shoot lightning out, but now there's a gun for it. It's now called Tempest.
Okay.
It's like a giant laser beam, lightning beam, more or less.
Yeah.
And they're able to do an ability of basically going suicide. The suicide takes a bit of time, which is pretty well able to not have it so OP.
Yeah.
And when it blows up, it's able to either destroy units like siege units really easily, or it's really good for building. With this one, even though I might just shoot myself in the foot with this, there's a combination I know I use that's really good at destroying buildings or like sub layers from like a sneaky ninja state. I have a combination of frenzy, Mistshroud, and sacrifice.
Right, so Frenzy and Sacrifice, these are abilities that the commander can buy, right?
Yes, once the items are available through the tech upgrade.
Yep, right.
And through getting the gold yourself, per se, you gotta attack other bots or units or players. You can collect gold from them.
Yeah.
And or you can request them from the commander and get them again. And if they allow it, you'll be able to get it from there.
Yeah.
But other than that, the other gold the commander gets is what it mines up from the ore, or what it basically taxes from you.
Yeah.
Sometimes taxing can be a pain in the butt, helping you keeping the profanity low.
Yeah. Yeah, I just looking at what I'm doing on my FPS, I don't know what your frames are like, but I'm only getting 9 to maybe 11. Does that mean that the game's not optimized yet, or do you feel that it's just something with my computer or internet? I don't know. Well, how much FPS are you getting?
Well, the type of PC I have is I deliberately tried to make mine into a top good gaming computer, while at the same time it's being it's like from pieces that are not per se new. I try to make it a good budget computer, but I have like I forgot what it was. NVIDIA GeForce 980 on there.
On your one currently now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, mine's a 970. Yeah, same graphics as yours.
There are some people who have PCs, like laptops, that are able to play games like Dying Light, and that game is beautiful. I do believe you have to get your tower really, or your computer that you have to use for it, really, really good in order to play it, but they still have like lag issues here. Yeah. So I do believe that's more or less the game developers needing to
optimize.
optimize it and whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah, just having a look at. I know I shouldn't be comparing this game to this one I'm going to mention, but DayZ standalone for a long while hadn't been optimized until just recently. It's been given a new rendering engine, as you know, and it did a huge amount of difference. Like it's a playable game now. Yeah. So when you look at the FPS on this game in comparison, there's a huge jump there. I think, although this is only in beta, but yeah, I get this. So betas are for adding things still, so I guess their focus isn't yet to fix bugs, but yeah. You do get a lot of... Do you find you get a lot of, when you go to shoot, do you find it hard? Because the lag is... The game isn't optimized, do you find that hard?
Well, when it comes to guns in which you have like they shoot small projectiles out here and there, like the Ember shoots out a ball of, like a burst of fire, a burst of flames, like a literal ball of fire, a small ball of fire. You gotta time that right,
Yeah.
and it ends up, and it and when you time that right and you hit them, it does a decent amount of damage. But there are some times I can't hit anyone at all with it. The only good ones that I can actually hit something is like a steady beam stream.
Right.
That could be just like my own visuals on how to aim with it, because the stream actually helps me a little better than just having to time where I'm supposed to hit the guy.
Yeah. Yeah, humans have just got the big four-legged siege weapon out now.
That's also the other thing about that. When it comes, I went to practice mode, and between the sieges, they have like this guerrilla siege and like basically a mounted gun on an I forgot what it was called, but they basically had a mounted gun on a car, and they got basically a guerrilla with RPGs. They're both distance, both do pretty good damage, but with something like the summoner also, the last game had a summoner, and that guy was just like really big. This one, that looks like he's slimmed out a little. Yeah. And with the ability to aim on this one, it literally is one of those, like, it drags across the air. It drags and goes lower, and but the cursor that it has is like basically a cross cursor, so that way you gotta like gauge which spot to hit him. The old game had a circle at the bottom to tell you where exactly you're gonna hit it, where exactly it's gonna land.
Okay.
So it's like,
They took that out.
Yeah, they took that out on this one. I hope they add that back, because that's gonna be pretty useful. Yeah. Other than that, I really can't aim with this at any units per se, because I keep missing.
Yeah.
And
yeah, that's with optimization issues, I think, sort of get in the way there. Yeah.
But as far as the behemoth is concerned, I literally one-shot siege units with his giant tree.
Yeah.
Tree log that he has. Like, I hit them once and they like blow up. So I don't see that ever happening to me when I get shot by a siege unit with the behemoth. I don't know if it has something to do with level, and level allows a lot of armor or something like that.
Yeah.
Because I don't see they don't really have a clear view of exactly how that helps me during the game. But
Yeah,
But
anyway, well, just wrapping up now. What would you like to see happen in the game in the months coming up? What would you want to see have happen in terms of game development and the future of this game?
well, for one, I'm really hoping for a bigger clientele because this game does deserve it.
As in,
And,
there's not many people playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
And the bots may be helpful. Better training as to how to help, and more tips to help beginners learn how to play, so that way they don't like quit quickly.
Rage quit, yeah.
Because this game is real. This game can get real technical sometimes.
Yeah.
And about that, other than that, everything else that, like I said before about the bots and the summoner's aiming cursor, so that way I don't like shoot off to a distance like I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, right. You'd like to see where your bullet's going to land, more or less.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't know if they do that for realism's sakes, but that indicator would be really nifty.
Yeah. Alright, well, thanks very much for that. Yeah, I'll definitely highlight this on YouTube. Alright, thanks very much for watching, guys.